Welcome to Grace, Camo, and Lace.
I get up and put my camo on, lace up my boots, say grace, get my gun, be gone before dawn. Take aim and set my sights on high, grateful for the hunt each day. His son and this family of mine blaze a trail you never thought you'd find. Leave a legacy behind, pass it down the blood.
My biggest thought.
Blood is thicker than water, and it runs deep in these here hollers. I'm glad I was raised taking my bow in this tree stand.
Grace, Camo, and Lace is brought to you by
Gearhead Archery, Ohio River Scenic Byway, Dunn's Sporting Goods, Auto Trim Mart, McKinney's Western Store, Back 40, Rick's Enterprises,
Glass Doctor, Covert Scouting Cameras,
Scent Crusher,
Scott Releases, Thompson Center,
Montana Decoys, Wasp Archery, DSG Outerwear.
Welcome back. We're glad you're with us. This week, we're going on a hunt in New Mexico to an area that we've both hunted before. Adriana and I both have archery elk tags, and it's going to be a great show for you this week.
We'll be guided by Reyne Romaine at ElkGuyd's Big Game Hunting Services. Let's get to the hunt.
We just arrived in New Mexico here at ElkGuyd's Big Game Hunting Service for our archery elk hunt.
Could you tell us a little bit about how we're going to be hunting?
Sure. Well, this year the rut's going to be a little early, so we plan that we're going to do some spot and stock early in the morning. And because the weather's kind of hot right now, we'll sit water in the evening, and we should get some bulls coming into water.
Sounds good. I can't wait to get out there. Sounds like fun.
We finally made it out to New Mexico for our archery elk hunts. We got everything unpacked out of the Suburban, and we got our bows out. We're making sure we're still sighted in good because sometimes with the altitude things change. It looks like we're good to go, so we'll be going out this evening and looking for some elk. Wish us luck, and hopefully we'll have a lot of good stories to tell.
We scouted that evening, and now it's the first morning of the hunt, and we're going on our first spot and stalk of the season.
We got some bulls to respond, so we're moving in closer in hopes of pulling one in.
We got this bull to come in, but he was downwind, and before I could get a clear shot, he winded us. We could still hear two more bulls behind this one, so we stayed in our setup and waited to see what they would do. These bulls are coming in, but they're behind the brush from Dad, so I'm getting good footage with my GoPro, and he's getting the audio.
All Dad could see was the tip of his antlers. This bull's only about 30 yards away, but he's quartering towards Adriana, and she needs a good broadside shot.
I only needed him to take a couple more steps to the left, and he would have been broadside, but that's right about when the wind hit me in the back of the neck, and he winded us too. If a bull busts you, try to get on your cow calls quick, because usually he'll only run a couple yards and turn and look back, and you'll have a shot opportunity. This wasn't the case though, because he stopped behind some brush and I couldn't get a clear shot. What a great morning. Adriana, if things would have been just a little bit different, you would have killed a nice bull. One of my favorite setups on this hunt was when we were calling one morning and we could hear the hooves running towards us. I just knew it was going to be a big one, but then a big spike stepped out about 5 yards in front of me. I thought for sure he was going to run right over the camera. This was a great hunt and very exciting. I thought for sure that spike was going to run over the camera multiple times. Stay tuned for more elk action after the break. Whether you're looking for that giant muley, monster antelope, majestic elk, regal moose, spectacular mountain lion, magnificent black bear, QRS is your one-stop shop for all your big game needs. QRS provides its clients the highest quality hunting experience, complete with premier lodging, Western home-cooked meals, fishing opportunities, along with the most beautiful scenes you could ever dream of photographing. Check out QRSOutdoors.com to learn more and book your next adventure today. Grace Camo and Lace is brought to you by
Gearhead Archery, Ohio River Scenic Byway, McKinney's Western Store, Rick's Enterprises, Auto Trim Mart, Back 40,
Glass Doctor, Covert Scouting Cameras,
Dunn Sporting Goods,
Scent Crusher, Thompson Center, Scott Releases, Montana Decoys, Wasp Archery, DSG Outerwear. Adriana, this is the second time you've been in the New Mexico mountains. The first time, she was 12 years old. She had drawn a muzzleloader elk tag. Her dad and Papa were in the mountains trying to get her first bull elk.
You ain't asleep.
This was my first time in elk camp. It was really exciting and I had a lot of fun. One night while we were sleeping, a bear came up to camp and left his paw prints on the glass. The first morning of the hunt, we have a bull coming in, so let's go see what he is.
Oh no. him go, baby. I think you can do better.
It's the first morning of muzzleloader season here in southern Illinois. It's the first morning of muzzleloader season here in New Mexico, and me and Dad and Papa have come out this morning, and we just had a nice 3x4. He was real tall, but we're gonna wait for a bigger one.
He was a nice bull, but I've seen what Dad and Alli can bring home from this area, so I'm going to wait and see what the next few days bring. We hunted a few more days, and we had several elk encounters, but it turned off hot and dry, so all the elk are looking for a water source. We met a man named Rodney Webb, and he gave us a good tip on where we should go. He gave us permission to hunt over one of his dirt tanks on his property, so it's a long walk, but hopefully it'll be worth it.
We finally made it to the dirt tank. The wind's blowing that way, so we're gonna go get set up. This looks like a pretty good spot, so let's get set up here.
How about that? See if that's about right.
Yep, I think that'll be good.
I'm glad to be here. Long walk. Glad we're here.
As the camera lights started to fade, elk poured out of the mountain. There are several elk in this group, and if they keep moving like they are, they should make it to the tank before camera light runs out.
Get on it. Wait. Are you ready? Yeah. Do you see him at all? Did you get it? She got it, that ball. Yes.
One thing's for sure, Papa gets just as excited about our hunts as we do. He likes to give what he calls a wooling.
He's laying right there, get on. Right at the workhole. Good shot. We gotta go see him, ain't we?
I can't wait to get my hands on this bull, and it's even better that my Papa was here with me to get my first elk.
Then I started seeing white stuff flashing.
I shot this bull yesterday evening. It was a little too dark to do the recovery, so we decided to show him to you today. I'm glad to be a part of the 3-generation elk hunt with my dad and my Papa.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad you are too. Baby?
I'm glad to be here with you too.
Adriana, I'm so glad that you got to share your first elk hunt with Papa like I did. Don't go anywhere. Adriana will be back with more archery elk hunting.
I will outwork him. I will outthink him. I will do everything to prepare for him. But if he smells me, I know I won't beat him. Scent Crusher uses ozone to eliminate the bacteria that produces odor, making me scent-free. With scent off, it's game on.
Established in a small town in Kentucky in 1981, a company that produces quality products that archers have come to rely on. I started shooting with a Scott release and have passed the tradition on. My dad always told me, never forget where you came from. Well, I haven't. Shoot with confidence. Shoot a Scott.
I shoot the T-24 by Gearhead Archery because it's accurate. I shoot it because it's fast. I like it because it's accurate. I like it because it's short. Because it's accurate. Because it's quiet. It's accurate. It's durable. It's accurate. It's made in the U.S. It is very accurate. Okay, we get it. It's accurate.
On this week's segment of By the Byway, we're going to historic Golconda in Pope County, Illinois for Shrimp Fest. The Shrimp Festival is one that you won't want to miss. There's not any shrimp in the Ohio River, but what we do have is locally farmed shrimp from Tanglefoot Ranch and lots of other festivities to enjoy. A native Pope County farmer with a thirst for pushing the norm started the first Illinois shrimp farm in 2000. In 2001, the festival started in an effort to promote Golconda while celebrating this unique farming venture. Come enjoy the streets lined with vendors serving a wide variety of shrimp dishes, sure to satisfy every shrimp lover's appetite. There's much more to eat than just shrimp. One of my favorites is the kettle caramel corn. There's a shrimp cook-off with fresh Southern Illinois shrimp cooked in more ways than you can imagine. There are helicopter and carriage rides, music, entertainment, and so much more. There's always several vendors set up. They've got handmade jewelry, Shrimp Fest souvenir t-shirts, and even a gun raffle. Me and Adriana always have a lot of fun here. When you get a chance, stop in at Golconda, Illinois on the third Saturday in September to celebrate with us for the Shrimp Festival. I hope you've enjoyed this week's segment of By the Byway. It's the 5th morning hunt and we have a bull bugling at the top of the hill. I have just enough time to get set up and get a few ranges, and that's when I can hear him coming. Just like so many times before, this bull stayed behind some thick stuff until he got closer and closer, and then he got our wind. Adriana, that was an awesome bull. You got so close, but it seems like when you're bow hunting in the mountains, the wind's fighting against you. We're having so many close encounters, it's got to happen soon. We're changing our tactic for this evening's hunt. We've brought a blind and we're going to set it up next to this dirt tank, so hopefully some elk will be coming in here this evening.
We just got the blind set up on this water hole. We're going to sit out here until dark and see what comes by.
We'd been sitting there for about an hour and we heard something to our right. It was a bunch of mule deer, and this is the perfect time to range them because then you know where all the animals want to travel. While we're gone, make sure to share some of your hunting stories with us on Facebook.
For those with an insatiable desire to pursue all Mother Nature has to offer, Thompson Center delivers the ultimate in versatility with the interchangeable TC Encore Pro Hunter, giving shooters over 50 configurations including handgun, rifle, shotgun, and muzzleloader. The TC Encore Pro Hunter, one gun to chase all your dreams.
The all-new Universal Fit lighted nocks from Nocturnal. Designed to fit most arrows, this system eliminates the need to choose different nock sizes. Select the correct bushing, slide it into the arrow shaft, and insert the high-visibility LED nock. Available in red, green, and red-green strobing. Lightweight and durable, with the same bowstring-activated linear switch you've come to know and trust. Nocturnal. Switch-on accuracy.
From its original open-layered foam design, the block has gone through many changes. Leading the field in archery target durability, the new Block 6x6 now offers 6-sided shooting, providing 33% more shooting surface than previous block targets. The Block's Polyfusion layered foam design and 6 target faces makes this new block likely the longest-lasting archery target available today. Just try to wear one out.
I shoot the T24 by Gearhead Archery because it's accurate.
I shoot it because it's fast.
I like it because it's accurate.
I like it because it's short.
Because it's accurate.
Because it's quiet.
It's accurate.
It's durable.
It's accurate.
It's made in the US.
It is very accurate.
Okay, we get it. It's accurate.
Grace Camo and Lace is brought to you by
Gearhead Archery, Ohio River Scenic Byway, McKinney's Western Store, Rick's Enterprises, Auto Trim Mart, Back 40,
Glass Doctor, Covert Scouting Cameras,
Scent Crusher,
Thompson Center,
Scott Releases,
Montana Decoys,
Wasp Archery,
DSG Outerwear.
Closed captioning provided by Dunn Sporting Goods, outfitting the outdoorsman for over 50 years.
As the sun's starting to set, we can hear the elk bugling, so we know they're starting to get on their feet. Just like on my previous hunt, the elk are coming in as light is fading. And I'm hoping they'll get here before we lose camera light.
The shot looks really good, but just to be safe, we're going to leave him overnight and come back the next morning to look for him.
Yesterday evening we were sitting in that blind and a nice bull came in at about 40 yards and I shot him right out of that water hole right there. He ran up through there and we can see his blood right here, so we're getting close, I think. Him all the way up to the top of the hill, and this is where I found the tip of my arrow, so hopefully we're getting really close now. We've got a big puddle right here, so we're still tracking him though.
We tracked this bull a little ways, we have a really good blood trail, but all of a sudden it just quit. We've looked for this bull for a few days now, but it's time to leave and we're going to have to leave without him.
It's still early season though. Reyne will be in that area hunting, so it's only a matter of time before we find your bull.
I know he's going to continue to look for us.
Yes, actually it's early in the season, and we still got all the other hunts left through October. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time up here, and we're going to be hunting the general area.
We've had an awesome experience here, Reyne. We can't thank you enough for the great accommodations and the awesome friends that we've made, and we've seen all kinds of elk. So it's been a really fun time for us, and hopefully we'll still find our elk too.
Yes, and thank you all so much for coming, and I look forward to seeing you next year.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was really hard coming home from New Mexico knowing that I've killed an elk, but we can't find it and bring it home. After we got home from New Mexico, it wasn't very long before we hit the whitetail woods, but my elk was always in the back of my mind. I was hoping that I would get a text from Reyne any day.
I just got a text from Reyne, our guide out in New Mexico. He said that the rancher may have just found my bull.
We climbed out of the stand and called Reyne. He found my elk, had it European mounted, and sent it back to me. After even more waiting, we finally got the call from the delivery truck, so I jumped in my MDV from back 40 to go get it. He's a beautiful bull. This is the first time that I've seen him up close, and I'm so excited to get him in the house and the wall.
Adriana, you got a beautiful bull. He is really nice. I'm so glad that Reyne could find your antlers for you. I'm sorry we didn't get the meat, but it was the best being able to experience that hunt with you. Check back in next week, and you'll see me go on my New Mexico archery elk hunt.
Don't pay attention to these two girls. They don't know what they're doing. My hunting tip of the day is, I know I am one. My hunting tip of the day is, make sure you brush your teeth and floss. You see that right there? Well, it's been nice talking to both of you. It's a pleasure to meet you both.
Nice to meet you, Billy.
What's your name again?
A.
A? And you must be P. Well, pleasure. I'll be seeing you all soon. For you folks out there, get this Billy Bob Bugle. Special order to Billy Bob, P.O. Box 123, Pinyon, New Mexico, 88344. And if I can't get to it, well, somebody else will. So here we go, one more time. Billy Bob. Hoo-da-hoo! Hoo-da-hoo! Y'all take care now.
Check out Grace Camo and Lace on Facebook and Instagram.
I get up and put my camo on, lace up my boots, say grace, get my gun, be gone before dawn, take aim and set my sights on high.